towards the end of this summer run. They're going to start off in Vegas in July. They'll play Blossom on September the 9th with Band of Horses and some other artists. Remember Band of Horses?
Nay. I did the thing to the camera.
You know why, Mary? You know why?
Professional comedian.
Professional comedian. Did you do a camera take on that?
Oh,
Of course he did.
If it's fun, all I care about is if it's funny. If it's funny, do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Black Keys.
Why does it bother you so much, Mary?
I don't know. Who knows?
She's got jet lag.
Jet lag.
But you did it on
tired.
Friday, and you really hated it on Friday.
Oh, I don't hate it because I have jet lag.
I was trying to give you an out, but then I go, oh, wait, she hated it on Friday, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me. 'Cause
Okay.
he's like, I'm Bill. Look at my face.
I mean, he is Bill.
Yeah, it's
Well, you have a
aggravating.
face.
Look at my face, and he does have a face. Thank God he's got a face. Can you imagine doing this every day and he didn't have a face?
Then that
Oh,
would be
Christ.
better camera takes.
Oh,
If it was just
man.
a fleshy hole.
5:23.
5:23 and 51 seconds. Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Well, anyway, if you're a fan of the Black Keys, they're going to be coming in September. Play Blossom. With Band of Horses.
What is Band of Horses? I never heard of them.
Oh, Casual Parties. I used to end the show with it from time to time.
Okay.
Good song. Band of Horses.
I like it. I just
Yeah.
I don't think it's
They got a
registered with me though.
Grammy nomination for this, I think. Yeah, I like these guys a lot. Just a Seattle band. Came out in the mid-aughts, and, you know, yeah. Poundcake, you know who this is?
Did you just say it?
A bunch of times.
You tell me.
Well, I was on the phone.
No, I just said it.
Oh, then no, I didn't hear.
Huh?
No, I didn't hear.
I made a joke about it and it stopped the whole show dead in its tracks because of the laughter.
Well, because of the laughter and the camera take and the whole bit.
You used to end the show with it. I heard that part.
Every once in a while, yeah, I play Casual Party. Yeah.
They're opening for the Black Keys.
Opening for the Black Keys. This is Band of Horses. From, they were Seattle. I think they moved to, like, the East Coast somewhere. So I'm sure Band of Horses aficionados will get me hip to that. But anyway, if you're a Black Keys fan, I think the last time they bit off more than they could chew. They did Romo Fijo. But
I mean, you can get about the same amount of people to both those venues, right?
Black Keys?
I mean, I'm saying, like, you can sell 20,000 tickets to either one.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel as empty in an outdoor space. Because if you fill the pavilion.
That's the key.
It is.
that is the Black Key to this whole thing.
Yeah.
I
Good
saw
point.
Black Keys.
Very good point.
Yeah, I saw Black Keys when they came to Romo Fijo. And I took my cousin, who was a fan of the band. I talked to you guys about this when I came back.
Yes.
That Modest Mouse was like the worst opening set I'd ever seen. I couldn't understand anything they were saying.
Just a giant wall of sound.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. And then I didn't realize that the only Black Keys song I knew was the
Oh, God, yeah.
That's the only one I knew, and that song came on right when my edible hit, so it was this perfect little moment of like, oh, okay, yeah.
I
do
only
like
discovered Black Keys like a year before I moved to Cleveland because they had a song. Well, I got mine that I played was the first Black Keys song I heard because it was in Rescue Me. And I was like, this is a good song. Who is this? It was Black Keys. I'd heard of them, but
That show had a lot of good music.
Yeah, great music. And then I came here, and it was it was divulged to me that, wait for it, they are from Akron, Ohio.
I've never heard that.
There are T-shirts to that effect.
What was the Rescue Me theme song?
No,
No, it was
Fratellis, I think.
the Von Bondies.
Von
It was Come On,
Bondies,
Come On
yeah,
by the
yeah.
Von Bondies.
That's a great song.
Yeah. And the Weird Al Yankovic Emo Phillips show sold out at the Canton Palace Theater, and so they have set a second show. They're going to play the Goodyear Theater in Akron. Is that in Akron? Goodyear Theater or Canton?
That's in Akron.
Akron. So May 17th, Weird Al Yankovic and Emo Phillips sold out the Canton Palace Theater, so they are going to do July 27th at the Goodyear Theater, and those tickets will go on sale this Friday morning if you struck out in that first Weird Al show.
Does Emo Phillips, he's just a straight comic, or does he do songs too?
No, he's a gay comic.
I don't know anything about him. He's a gay comic.
A gay comic.
Got gay
Emo.
married? What do you do?
No, he's like a one-liner
He's like
comic,
that.
yeah.
It's kind of like one-liners. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he would like sing with him or what. Or
Oh, I don't
perform.
think so.
No.
Nope.
I don't know.
No. Hey, Caleb, hello.
Hey, Alan, I hate to make a left turn away from Fleshy Hole and back to the money thing.
Yeah.
But you talk about, people paying bills and things. There's a guy I work with who is not that old. He's like in his late 50s and has never had a credit card, never had a debit card, only pays cash for everything, and only uses a credit union.
Yeah.
And it just and it's offensive to him that the rest of us do online banking.
Well, listen, it's your money. Do whatever you want to with it. It's just you're still adding steps. I mean, there's a reason that technology is appealing because it's very convenient. But if he's got all this time to kill, some people like the ritual. My mom used to love paying bills. She loved it. She would sit at the table. She'd have the stack, and then she'd write checks. She loved it. Only check I still write I had to write it this morning. Is for the friggin'. They haven't figured out how to get my local utilities online. They can't figure that out. So I gotta mail them a check every quarter or whatever it is for utilities because they're not online. Everybody else is online.
He'll sit down at lunch with his basket of bills and buys a roll of stamps and sits down and lays it all out.
Yeah, people love that ritual.
It blows my mind. I mean,
Because it's tactile. They go, here's this check in this envelope. I'm putting it into a physical receptacle.
Oh, it makes me sick.
And online, you're like, okay, I hope it gets there. It's out in the ether, So yeah, but a check could be lost in the mail, So it's an argument of convenience. I think some people like that ritual because a physical check could get lost in the mail just as easily, probably more easily than your
or ripped.
Than your money flying through the air to its intended recipient.
He's going to be eating on this for a month, this story about the Florida lady, and go to all of us and go, see, if I just write the check, this isn't going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it all back in our face.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hey, thanks, Caleb.
Hey, thanks. Bye.
Thanks, pal. I've got $1,000 to give to you. Speaking of which, you can pay some bills this way. Go fund yourself. It's $1,000. If you don't have bills to pay, you can sock it away. You can blow it on yourself or somebody else. Whatever. None of my business. Listen closely. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at WMMS.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
All right, we'll have one more keyword for you at 6:30, right after we get out of here, and right before your Cavs pregame at 6:30. And then 7 o'clock is the tip-off here at home against the Pelicans tonight, 7 o'clock. Cavaliers basketball on your FM home, 100.7 WMMS. Remember, tomorrow, as February begins, so does the new promo code for CLE Clothing Company to get yourself 20% off. And that word is? Heart. At CLEClothingCo.com. Hey, Mark.
Yes, Alan.
What's going on?
Long-time MMS listener here.
Thank you.
And you're talking about music to end the show. What is the name of the song that starts the show?
The show intro song?
Yes, sir.
It's a song called Atom Bomb by a band called Fluke.
Atom Bomb by Fluke.
Atom Bomb by Fluke, yes. Mid-90s is where you're going to find that.
Okay.
For anybody looking for it.
Get your DeLorean.
All right. Thank you, Alan. Keep up the good work at MMS. Been listening since the mushroom days.
Thank you, Mark. I'm still hoping to get some mushroom days in here.
Yep.
Man, speaking of mushrooms, do you watch Katy Perry?
That was the symbol. That was the station symbol before the
buzzard.
Yes, it was. That's right. When it was 101 days.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, sir.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Mark.
Thank you. You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you, pal. Yeah. Love this song. Atom Bomb by Fluke is what I use.
Good song.
Did I see Katy Perry and Willem Dafoe on SNL?
Yeah, Katy Perry she did
I did not.
She did this whole dance and like musical number where it was what's it, Alice in Wonderland, so it's the eat me mushroom scene, but the mushrooms have balls.
Didn't see that.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I put it on I screenshot it and put it in my Instagram story. I'm like, this is actually a pop musician being subtle in this day and age, but it is pretty ridiculous. And they're like holding up signs that say "Eat me" and like his.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to it yet. All I saw on Instagram where they were reposting when she did the bit with the Elmo shirt.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
She was busting out. That's from years ago because it was.
That's the best.
Yeah, it was Maya Rudolph and Amy Poehler were still on.
That was the funniest sketch there's ever been.
That was the funniest sketch involving giant jugs that there's ever been on Saturday Night Live.
I say it's
Jugs
the funniest
of what?
ever.
Jugs of what?
Cream.
Jugs of milk. Giant. Now in the capable hands of one Orlando Bloom.
So wait, they were just reposting that. They weren't. She didn't redo that.
That's my understanding. I mean, I haven't seen the episode, but I don't think they brought back Amy Poehler and Maya Rudolph, did they?
No.
Yeah, right.
I don't think Katy Perry's in any sketches. I think she just did the musical stuff.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
SNL has been weird and really goofy this season. I know it's not an election year, and that's usually what hangs them up, but it's just been really, they've had a nice infusion of weird writers. They've had, I like the Bo and Yang stuff. I like the Please Do Not Destroy, or Please Don't Destroy. The trio of dudes that are kind of picking up that Lonely Island mantle. Yeah, there's just like weird stuff that I like. Hey, Chad.
Alan, how are you?
What's going on?
Hate the show.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, just touch base with this the Bank of America story you gave out.
Yeah.
We had a quick balance of $157.43, and because of a comma, it was $15,743.
Yeah.
And the bank notified us and said, a local bank here in the Cleveland area, and they said, oh, don't worry about it. It's not going to go through. Well, it went through. And they did the same thing, wiped out everything we had in their checking account, savings account. And I was actually on my way out to Vegas for a training, and they had no money. I'm like, how can they even go out there? So we're like pleading with them, and they said, we'll give you $700 for like a granted money just to use to pay your bills. But all the overdraft fees got nothing back, and Bank of America did nothing for it.
Yeah, I don't want to cast aspersions on them because I don't know anything about what they do. But
Binkin.
Shannon Binkin could have gotten on the case.
Well, if there was a bill for $157, if you misplaced a period or a comma or whatever, they would catch that and say, oh, there's no way. But no, they put it through, and by law, they're supposed to pay you back that money at their interest rate, whatever they're charging your credit card.
Yeah, that's one of those things, too, where it's like if you're going to have to go to the mat to get all, to the letter of the law with any bank, you're going to have to go to the mat if they make a mistake.
Well, if there's a lawyer out there that wants to take a class action lawsuit against them, I'm all for it.
Well, okay, there you go. Thank you, Chad. If there is somebody trying to make their name by taking on the big banks for, what would the charge be? Decimal point fraud? Overdraft fees? I don't know.
Overdraft fees should be
I don't
illegal.
know. We're going to charge you money because you don't have enough money.
Yeah, right.
I know it's an old hacky bit, but it's true.
Still hurts.
Yeah. Alan, that snot-nosed 20... I love snot-nosed. What a great old-timey slam. That snot-nosed 28-year-old with a smarmy comment about the lady with only $43,000 in her savings is not that smart. Doesn't mean that they don't have $1 million in a 401k or an IRA. It's foolish to keep that money in a standard bank savings account paying less than 0.5% interest. Well, that's all true, but the way the woman seemed to tell it is that they were destitute. That sounded like all the money they had. I mean, you can take money out of something else,
and it sounds
just
like,
to have it. And, I don't know, whatever. Get Shannon Benkin on the case.
Going to Binkin for everything.
Go to Binkin for everything.
Any problem I have, I'm calling Binkin. I better call Binkin.
Sir, where do you live in the greater Tampa area? Oh, I don't live in Tampa. I just saw...
I'm in Cleveland, but I need your help.
I'm a big fan of your work. Can we do Poundcake Rock Trivia?
Yeah.
Is it time for Poundcake Rock Trivia? Okay. Try to go to the Poundcake Rolling Stone Rock Trivia of the Day calendar and test our knowledge, our metal, if you will. Granted, for those of you who haven't heard it before, it seems to be a lot of Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Springsteen-centric questions, but we've tried to muddle through as best we can. So what's today's Poundcake?
Today's is a Led Zeppelin question. So.
Ooh!
All right.
All right.
So, the rock trivia for Monday, January 31st. Which photographer's work was used for Led Zeppelin's first Rolling Stone cover in 1975?
Annie Oakley.
A. Mick Rock. B. Bob Gruen.
What?
Bob.
Gruen?
Yeah.
Bob Gruen. Okay, I just wanted to...
Okay. All right. C. Neil Preston. And then D. Annie Leibovitz.
Why did you give it to him?
I was going to sound it out.
How would
Sorry.
you have sounded that out?
Leibovitz. Leibov. It sounds just like it's spelled.
It's Leibovitz, but it's
Leibovitz.
right. Yeah.
Leibovitz.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
with
ahead.
Leibovitz.
Those are the 4.
Okay.
You want me to reread it?
No.
Okay. So which ones? A, B, C, or D?
I'm going D.
D.
I know it's Neil Preston.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I know.
Take all the fun out of everything.
I just want the one that I went and heard.
Neil Preston was he was the first photographer that Led Zeppelin hired to go on tour with them. So this guy's famous for shooting Queen, The Who, Led Zeppelin. He's done all these like photo books. If you're a fan of any of those bands, you find a Neil Preston book. And it's got classic photography all the way through it. Great stuff. Who's Bob Gruen? Is that a good name they made up, or that's like an actual guy?
Hell if I know. I'm reading the question.
They needed something to sound like Bob Dylan in that question.
Yeah, right.
Bob Gruen.
Oh, Bob Gruen is okay. He shot John Lennon, Tina Turner. He didn't shoot John Lennon.
That
was Mark David Chapman,
He
who
photographed
shot
them.
John Lennon. No, but Bob Gruen was just as prolific as a rock and roll photographer. Shot the Sex Pistols. And okay. Well, there you go. There's today's Poundcake Rock Trivia calendar question.
Poundcake, do you feel like this is actually helping you learn more about rock and roll?
Yes, a bunch of bands that I don't know their music, but I know certain questions about their life. Yes, it does. It's very specific, but yeah.
No, it's good.
I
feel like you'll at least recognize a lot more names of bands now.
Sure,
Or
but
like
if I saw
singers.
these bands in person or heard the music, I wouldn't know who it was.
Yeah, he also wouldn't be able to pick out the.
But it's
the
still
sounds.
it's baby steps, you know? It's baby steps.
Now, if they had little pictures, like a little coloring book or something.
How
like
long do we baby him?
What do you mean?
Well, Bill said baby steps.
It's baby steps. I mean, saying it's
Baby steps are good for all
Yeah.
ages. Gotta walk before you can run, Alan.
And my question: how long? He's crawling. He's not walking. He's not even walking yet. He's not up on two legs. He's crawling. How long does he get? Now again, there's no.
That's your call.
There's no.
Yeah.
There's no punish. There's no. Penance.
How did you
on
teach
this.
your kids to walk?
They just got up and
Hold
started
him by
walking.
his finger. You got one finger out, have him hold it with his hands above his head
Yeah.
and walk with you.
Yeah. They just got up. Most kids, I think, just get up and start walking.
I'm just
Crawling
about
on
to lay
stuff.
there. All the good snacks are on the floor.
just stay here for these floor snacks.
Yum! Hey, there's a bit of pretzel under the couch.
There's a
Mom's
Frito,
asleep. All the good snacks are on the floor.
Flaming hot Cheeto.
You got to
blow off the
hand
hair.
it to him. He does always have an answer. Mm-hmm. Boy, I thought I always had an answer. I mean, mine makes sense. But he always has an answer.
And you could get rich.
You can't back him against the wall. He's too slick. Get rich how?
There's a bunch of coins and stuff left on the ground.
Get
You
rich.
pick them up.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, how rich? I'm rich in pretzel pieces and nickels. Coins.
The story's gonna be get rich or die lying.
Right. Mrs. Brown, how did your son choke on that penny Well, he thought it was a floor snack.
But it was actually his net worth.
Actually, his net worth. I've got to take a break. If you want to text for anything, 35192 to get that to me. And you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio.